Hello, everyone. I'm Silent Bracken, and this is my first YouTube video. So, today I'm going to be playing Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. And while I do have a bit of experience with this game, I don't have really any experience with this specific stable version. I did play a bit of a single character prior to this to figure out if there's any major changes to like the early gameplay, which seems like there really wasn't. Um, so I guess let's get into it. I already I already made a character. I actually made several characters here that I tested out with a little bit, and basically, it seems like this early gameplay is the same as what it was from the old stable version that I used to play. So I'm not too worried about the early game. Um, yeah, like I'll probably die a couple times, but I'm not sure if I'll even include that or not in the video, so we'll see. But yeah, anyway, let's get that mouse off the screen there. Oops. Ignore that. Always just ignore all the errors. I don't know enough about what errors do what to know whether or not they're bad anyway, so I've played enough of the game to know whether or not something is really wrong. So, maybe I'll have to look into the errors more if I discover something's really bad. All right, so let's see here. So, as you can see, this is a car crash challenge start. Our scenario: professional survivor, uh, height's 5'11", age 25, blood type B. None of that really matters. I don't know actually if any of this stuff affects anything or not. Like I have no idea. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I do start with a nicotine and caffeine dependence because those are very easy to find, and also they're kind of free points since I do use the point pool when I make my characters, since I like that. Like I like having to balance the points, even though I guess they're not necessarily very great or very well balanced, which is why they kind of got rid of it a little bit. It's still there, but it's a legacy thing. You actually have to like activate the settings now. So I did bring my strength up to 10 and my intelligence up to 10 as well. I always do that. Not always, but I generally do that with my characters. Um, I also have parkour and bookworm, fast reader, heat tolerance, night vision, robust genetics. Robust genetics is because I'm planning on probably doing some kind of mutations at some point if we make it that far. Bookworm and fast reader because I'm going to have to read a lot of books in order to learn the things I need to learn to craft specific items. And I don't want to be spending a bunch of time just sitting around reading. That's boring. Um, so, it's the base vanilla game. Um, I do have mythical martial arts, but that's basically vanilla anyway. I mean, so yeah. So let's get started then. Ignore that. All right, so we start off in a bush. Our left arm is injured, but we're mostly fine. Right? gonna unload that cell phone and that pack of cigarettes there. All right. We do have a smartphone, a refillable lighter. That'll give us some stuff. Gotta make sure I smash that body there so I don't have to worry about that. Okay. So there's 2 cabins. Oh no, 3 cabins in a rural house. Um, this is kind of a weird start, um, actually. I guess I'll go over here and search this cabin first, because we're gonna need a temporary base. It might become our permanent base. I don't really know yet, but goose. Oh yeah, my character's scared of the geese. Makes sense. They are kind of aggressive. Imagine if I died to geese. I just got swarmed by geese and killed by geese. That'd be crazy. That's never happened to me before. I'm heading the wrong direction. Oh no, there's a cabin down here. I was supposed to be heading to that other cabin, but I didn't even check to make sure I was going the right direction. I just started heading in a direction. Alright. So this cabin is a mess. Aw, man. Alright, well that's unfortunate. Ooh, a pit. Down. We could lure that zombie into this, so we don't have to fight the zombie. Yeah, don't have to fight the zombie. I'll just lure him into the pit. Alright, that's good. Because we can't be fighting zombies right now. I don't have to. There's stuff here. Hmm. Okay, ow. That, like, hurt my character a little bit there. Hammer, we do need a hammer. Grab that mini lighter. Pliers, screwdriver, X-Acto knife. Alright, that's some good basic tools here. Chef's knife. Parent knife as well. Alright. Frying pan, I suppose? This is not where I'm going to want to set up my base at yet. This place is a mess, and I don't like the fact that there's a massive pit just outside. Besides, I need it to have road access so I can drive a vehicle easily to it without having to, like, clear trees and stuff. That would be unfortunate. So books, I'll grab those for now. Put on the wristwatch. Oh, I already had one. That's fine. Okay, the rest of that's just kind of junk. Dental floss, I'll take that. Cotton balls, I'll take that. I was just making sure there wasn't anything hidden back there. It didn't seem like there would be based off just like the structure of it, but I decided to check anyway because, as I said before, I'm not very experienced with this specific stable version of the game. This is the newest stable version of the game, I believe, so at least it should be. Here's the one I actually wanted to go to. Soy sauce, paper wrapper, alright. Alright, now this place is looking alright. And this is actually perhaps accessible. Iron Man, I don't know what that is. Alright. So I'm gonna decide to make this right here our temporary like little base for now. Alright, I need to go in through here and favorite all these tools and stuff. Alright. Medieval dagger. Oh. Yeah, I've never seen that book before. Right, I can't drink this. This is junk. Junk food, and I have junk food intolerance. Alright, I'll read through these books real quick. What? Oh, I pressed caps lock on accident. Here we go. Read through all of them so I don't accidentally pick up copies of the books I'm out and about. Hunting knife? Very good. That's super lucky. Oh. Why am I still holding the shotgun? Thought I had dropped that. Yeah, I don't know why I'm grabbing most of this stuff. It's kind of unnecessary. Hiking backpack on, I suppose. This is going to be a temporary base, so it's kind of pointless for me to go through here and grab stuff. You gotta be kidding me. Well, that time he's going to smash that whole roof to pieces. That's fine, though. I don't really care. Yeah, it's not a very good weapon, actually. I don't know if I want both the messenger bag and the, I will have to deal with that when I get back. I'm gonna go search that rural house, and, also... I'm gonna go search that rural house over here. And I'm also going to, see if I can go down here and search this other cabin as well. And then when I get back, I'm going to, I'll have to take care of that zombie. I'm not sure what I'll do. I mean, I might be able to just leave it off into the woods and, like, lose it. I don't have to worry about it for a little while, but then I'll probably have to go find it eventually at some other point and kill it anyway, but that's fine. Chickens? Body? This leather belt is better. That? Tools in there? That's good. Hoping there's no zombies in this house here. Actually, maybe I should move the base to here instead. It's probably a lot better, honestly. Just leave everything here and look around. What's that? Grokking algorithms? Ah. I guess it's like a computer skill book or something. I guess I could just check, but that didn't. So. Change of plans. This is the, gotta be our temporary base instead. I'll have to run back over there and grab all the books and other stuff I dropped there. That's fine. Not that big a deal. Okay, I closed all the blinds and windows that I could. There's still some that I'm kind of stuck with, unfortunately. But it is what it is. just stuck with what I'm stuck with. Alright, so this will actually be our temporary base then. So to start off with, I'm going to make this whole thing an unsorted zone so that I can sort out everything. Ammo. Armor. Clothing. Guns. Containers. Food. Drink. Magazines. Manuals. Other, I'll just put there now for now, I guess. Wood. I'll put here, I guess. Maps. I put here. That's where I put the manuals at, right? Manuals, the maps, and the books are all gonna go in the same spot. Alright, there we go. Do I have clothing placed down? I do. Alright, containers. I know I placed containers down. Currency, I'm just gonna throw that over there, just out of the way, since there's no crafting that requires that, as far as I know. Tools. That's not what I want. Spare parts. Spare parts. And that'll be good for now. Save changes. I'll let my character all sort all that. Okay, close that door. Close that window, I guess. Alright, so this is a good way to see everything we have access to. Ah, yes, these are considered weapons. I see. Alright. Nice. That's a very good find. That's good find as well. So is that. Those are all things we need. Alright. Favorite that, so I don't lose them. Now, I'm not super familiar with pocket settings stuff. I do have a preset that I made a while ago. Because pocket settings kind of suck a little bit to deal with. They're not, like, the best. Alright. And, alright, so we can remove this unsorted now. Because I don't want to, like, accidentally resort everything here. I do want one of these blankets. And these pillows to be right here. That's where we will sleep at. So, right. And I need to find a cap or I need to find either a cap or like a pair of sunglasses to get that glare out of my eyes, because that will make you miss That's really bad, especially early game. All right. Temp base? Well, it might be our permanent base. I'm not sure yet. Didn't expect my character to try to pass through the water. That's really stupid. He will not change his course either. He's completely unwilling to not pass through the water. I am going to want this hoe because it does have a level 1 digging quality, and I'm going to need that in order to make a fire ring, as well as smoking racks, a rock forge, other stuff like that. I'm going to need all that stuff, so I guess I'll just grab as many things as I can. Grab whatever I could fit. Guess I'll grab those eggs. I might be able to make a fire ring really quick and grab a sponge and a scrub brush, I guess. Dish towels. I think I can cut up the dish towels and make makeshift bandages out of them. So I might need to be able to do that. I'm not sure. Briefcase. Making sure I'm not missing anything that might be useful here. Saddle? I guess I'll grab it so I can carry it. I'm not sure I'm ever going to be riding any mountable animals in this. I've never done that before, and I'm not sure if it's even a good idea or not. I know a long time ago I read someone complaining about how terrible horses were or something, so they could have been wrong, or maybe it's been changed since then. I don't know. That's my only knowledge of it, though, so sounds like it'd be really hard to even get them anyway, so I could probably automate it so that my character just like drops everything in my inventory that isn't favorited where it's supposed to be. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I'm actually going to take an aspirin and I'm going to disinfect this wound, bandage it up because my character is complaining about it. We do need to be grabbing all the copper stuff we can find because it's likely that I'll have to make a bronze anvil in order to start forging stuff, and that needs a ton of copper. So I'll try to remember to grab any copper stuff I see. All right, atomic coffee maker. Oh, right, as well. I have to select the brawling combat style because I have access to it. Okay, eat those. Oh, lucky we got a bunch of mineral water here. That's nice. Not a bunch, but it's enough to get us through a couple days, probably. All right. So we've got our maybe permanent, maybe temporary base set up here. Delete that. I believe I have not searched this cabin down here yet. What's up here? Radio station, 2 houses, pool, and a private park. That private park could have some interesting tools in it, I think. I'm not going to worry about that just this second. I believe there are other things that take priority over that currently. So we have some food and water and some basic tools. Let's see here. There's a sapling. All right, cool. Going to haul all this stuff back to my base. So I think this might be a little bit of a slower start, unfortunately, because that's just like how this is. Um, Given our spawn point isn't necessarily particularly great. It's not horrible, because we could have spawned in the middle of a horde in the city and just died instantly, which we didn't. So that's good, but make a simple knife spear. Hopefully it uses that chef's knife and not my hunting knife. Alright, good. It did. It used the chef's knife. And this is an acceptable weapon for us to kill a small handful of zombies or some other simpler thing. Alright. So, I do have to go check this cabin out at some point, but I don't think I'm going to do that right this second. If we check this cabin out, it was destroyed, and we basically got everything I care about, I think, out of that cabin. Actually, that cabin did have a hoe in it, didn't it? I still need that. So we're actually going to run over to that cabin real quick and grab that hoe then. Alright, so I got the hoe. So once we get... is it... Yeah, it's 20 rocks, I believe. And the rock forge is 40 rocks, I think, and 3 lumps of clay. Okay. Alright. So, we're going to have to get a bunch of rocks. I don't think I've seen, like, any rocks on the ground either, which is weird. Okay, let's check this. Alright, nice. Whoa, hold on. Does this work? There's no way this works. There's enough wheels. The engine's faulty. It's just got an expired fuel filter, so that's not really that big of a deal. I think this security system is going to stop us from using this vehicle. Whoa. Ah. All right, then. Okay, so we got ourselves a car already. That's crazy. It's not a very good car, but it's better than not having a car at all. That's for sure. That's fantastic, though. That saves us a ton of time here. Oops. They really need to add the ability for you to actually run things over with the vehicles. Like, if something's a certain size, or if it's in, like, the prone position, you should be able to just run it over. Like, really. Like, you shouldn't have to worry about a frog damaging your car. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Alright, well, I'll stop and check this vehicle out here. Wow, that's a bunch of stuff in here. I guess I might as well just take most of it. Drop it all in the back of this vehicle here. Alright, very good. I have been thinking of doing an In the Woods gameplay as well. I'm not sure when or if that's going to happen. I've never done In the Woods before. But that's potentially something interesting I could do as well. I've always wanted to do it, but I just never have. It's essentially just caveman roleplay, I guess. I don't even think there's like any kinds of zombies or anything in it, so. So many rocks is that? 10 rocks. We're like halfway to a fire ring. Be horrible if a moose ran up on me. Or a bear. Or any other kind of animal, really. Like, honestly, I think right now my character would just get destroyed completely by, like, pretty much anything. Like a rabid squirrel or something would probably just destroy my character because I wouldn't be able to hit it. It'd be too small. Zombies are fighting the dermatics. That's good. I don't know, it's like about there-ish or something. Alright, I'll have to try to remember not to go over there, because a dermatic would absolutely kill me, and there's no way I'd be able to escape that horde of zombies in an open field. Yeah, the main problem with flint is that it takes forever to make anything out of flint. Oh, a fox. That's cool. Yep. I walked past the vehicle. I forgot to, remember the vehicle position, so. It's a good thing I didn't need to get here in a hurry. Alright, so that's a ton of rocks, but it's still not enough for everything we're going to have to make. Okay. Let's load it up. It's enough for the firing, and then some, like, extra stuff, maybe. That's enough for now. I don't have any of the other stuff, really, to be making a rock forge anyway, so I don't have to worry too much about that right now. So there's a warehouse up there. There's a pond there. And this is a collapsed bridge or something. That's something weird going on with this stuff. I don't like that. That's a tiny little town. I'm trying to think if there's any real reason for me to actually like stop at that town and look into it for like at all. Like I'm not sure. Oh yeah, this is I think it's just a glitch with like the spawn. I don't think this is actually like a broken bridge. I think it's just like a spawn thing. Alright. Gotta keep an eye out. I don't know if the bridges can like collapse underneath you or not. They might be able to. I don't know. That would suck. That would be real rough. Yeah, I'll probably have to lure some of these zombies away just by like honking the horn. How much sound is that producing? 100? Oh, this thing idles at 32 sound. No wonder that zombie was coming for me. Trying to run into any boulders, that would suck. Whoa, what the heck? This tiny town, man. It's just filled with zombies. That's crazy. Well, I was hoping to maybe lure them away. So I could, with by honking the horn to, so I could loot the place. But, this is way too many. Like, there isn't enough space on this island for me to lure these zombies away and actually escape, I think. So, I'm just gonna leave. This town probably doesn't have anything good in it anyway. So, I will use the auto path to get over here. Hope my guy doesn't drive straight to the river or something stupid like that. They used to do that as far as I know, but I don't think I've had him do that in a long time. But they used to just drive, like, the auto pathing would just drive them straight into, like, those big pits in the ground, or, like, lakes or ponds or rivers. Like they would just drive straight in. And also, it would crash when your vehicle entered, like, the water or something. It would just crash the game. They've really done so much improvement with the auto pathing since it first was, like, a thing, really. I'm gonna stop and pick this engine up. I believe I can disassemble that and get a fuel filter to fix the messed up fuel filter in this engine. If not, I'll have to try and disassemble a different engine I find on the side of the road somewhere. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's pretty easy. It's not that big of a deal. So, what's this? Oh, sugar house. Let's see. What kind of tree is that? A pear tree. Try and lure this tough zombie away, because I'm not killing a tough zombie right now. Well, I suppose I could try. I probably won't die just to one zombie. I might die to one zombie. I guess I'll try to kill it. Let me get a little bit of distance here. Find a good spot. Yeah, this will be alright. Drop the hiking backpack in the messenger bag. You want your character to be as unencumbered as possible. Doing okay, actually. Very nice. So we actually did very good there. Generally, I'm worried about the character missing all their swings and then dying, which has happened to me a lot. That's happened to me many times in this game, where my character should have won, but they just kept missing. So let's head back to the sugar house now. I don't think there's going to be anything particularly good in here, but I've only ever looted, like, one sugar house in the entire 2 years I've been playing this game. So, oh, maple pie. All right, I can eat that. All right. All right, got it. Got kind of lucky there. That was actually a little bit risky for me to do. Go put this in the vehicle. Chances are all this stuff will go bad before we get a chance to eat it. Like, honestly. But, like, I don't know. I think it's worth taking right now. It's not that difficult. Alright, well. Unfortunately, it wouldn't let me just set it down. That's fine. That's fine. That's alright. Yeah, I don't actually really know what a sugar house is, because I've never, like, seen one before. I don't know if I need any of these other things. Make sure no, it's ceramic. Or not ceramic, copper. I was thinking ceramic because of the ceramic cups I saw. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna want some of this stuff. Hand drill, that's really good to have, actually. It's a bunch of logs, too. These are empty. Bucket. A wood saw. Alright. You know, I don't actually need any of this stuff yet. I'm just gonna leave, and I'll mark it on my map. Ooh, blaze tenderloins. Save the game. Was it a 100 liter or a 200 liter drum? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Some bathrooms. Okay. Super compact tandem car, huh? Does this also work? Unbelievable. I don't think I've ever found two working vehicles this quickly before. I'm pretty sure this world's actually on a little bit higher than the standard difficulty, too. Crazy. Alright. I think it's enough exploring for now, so I'm gonna head back to base and offload everything. And figure out what I'm capable of doing right now. I'll have to make a fire pit. Fire ring. We do have night vision, so that opens up a lot of opportunity. That opens up a lot of opportunity for our character here. To do looting and killing zombies at night, which is probably how we'll have to kill most zombies when it comes to like actual neighborhoods and cities and stuff that we're gonna have to clear out a bit and loot. We can also do the setting fire to buildings method, which will lure zombies in pretty good. I forgot to do tool magazines. I guess I gotta just throw there for now. I don't really know where else to put it. Vehicle parts can go outside on the ground there. Bear with me. This is some of the boring stuff, but it has to be done. Drink some of that milk, I guess. All right. So this is a pretty good start. I actually think this is an okay spot to end this first video. So I guess let's recap what we've achieved today. So we found 2 functional vehicles. We got 1 back at base. We got our first basic weapon that'll work good enough. We've got some basic tools. We have a hiking backpack, which is a pretty good backpack. It's one of the better backpacks in the game, I believe. We have some books, which I'm actually going to read through while I recap here. We have some books, which is pretty good. Kind of the most important things in the game because you need those to actually have the recipes for stuff. Not everything, but generally you need books. Pretty important. I need to get a the other kind of jack. I don't remember what it's called right now. But the scissor jacks are weak. They're the weak ones. And if I'm going to be disassembling vehicles, like, these are fine for changing the tires and stuff on, like, normal vehicles. But as far as, like, anything else, they're just not good enough. I think the bottle jack, that's what it is. The bottle jacks are a lot stronger. We got flint and steel, so that's really good in case we run out of matches and lighters, which we probably won't, but always good to be prepared. Atomic coffee maker, which I believe doesn't use power. Maybe it just uses a lot less power, actually. It used to not use power, but I think they changed that. But that thing literally used to not use any power, so you could get one, and it was just an infinite source of like boiling quality, essentially. So it used to be like incredible. It used to be like one of the best little like machine item type cool things you could get in the game, pretty much. Because it takes up like only like a tiny little bit of space, and it was just infinite boiling. All right, this is a good start. Good start. Recapped everything we really did. This town's a no-go. That stuff's full of zombies. Way more zombies than should be there for how tiny it is. The entire island is infested. So that island is just generally like a no-go spot. There's not really anything worth looting there anyway. Aside from, it'd be kind of nice to maybe get in there at nighttime and loot that private park. Other than that, that's a no-go. Alright. I think this is a good spot to leave off. We recapped everything. Got ourselves a nice little starter base. Got ourselves a vehicle. This is a fantastic start. This is super lucky. Forgot to select any kind of aesthetic stuff for my character, so he's just a bald man. But that's fine. That doesn't matter. We're gonna be wearing like a mask and like helmet and stuff for most of the game once we get those things anyway, so it doesn't really matter. All right. Well, I'll see you guys next time. I am planning on making this a series. I'm not sure how long it's going to go on for. Not sure how many videos I'm going to make. I think I'm just going to go with the flow and kind of see what I'm vibing with. And we'll see where it goes. I am planning on playing other games as well. This isn't going to just be like a Cataclysm channel. So, goodbye, everyone. Have a nice day.